and welcome to the Nibbling Siblings! Eggs on table, eggs on table, eggs on table. We are the Nibbling Siblings! I'm Amelia. And I'm Sadie! We are going to be doing a competition with Allie as our judge. I'm going to be making chocolate hazelnut churros, and I'm going to be making raspberry meringue. Now let's get started! I don't think Amelia's a better chef. I think I'm the better one. I think I'm gonna win. Mine's gonna be pretty good for decor because all you have to do is just kind of pipe the meringue with the star tip, and I could also add raspberries on the plate. I think that it being simpler is better because then it would be easier for me to make and still taste really good. But if it didn't turn out very well, then it'll be like, oh wow, that's a complete bust. I do think I'm a better chef than Sadie because I have 2.5 more years of experience than her.
I think it's going to be really interesting to see who wins. Amelia's definitely more confident in what she's going to make. Sadie, a little bit harder, but I think that she can do it, and we'll see what happens. Good luck, guys!
The shoelace, as you're looking at, they're to separate our sides. And I can't pass this side, she can't pass this side. Crazy competition is on. In a medium saucepan, I'm going to combine 1 cup of warm water, my sugar, and it is 2 teaspoons. Canola or rapeseed oil, this is 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to bring to a boil and then remove from the heat when I'm done. Add flour and stir vigorously, it says. Until, yeah. The churro dough is really strange, but it tasted really good. It didn't look very good. We're gonna set our oven to 235. So I've got a sort of regular size and then a little cooking sheet with parchment paper on it, so I'm gonna go do that. And we're using parchment paper because we're doing little meringue dot sort of things, and we don't want it to stick. I'm gonna add in my other egg. The dough is a bit weird for churros, but this is normal. Stir this until the mixture is smooth. So we're going to combine our 4 egg whites, half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and our salt. We're going to mix this together. Make sure all the little clumpies that you saw are all mixed. It doesn't have to be completely combined. You can use a hand mixer, but it's better to use a stand-up mixer. This is my little churro paste, and it's thick. So I've got my mixer with a whisk attachment on it, and we're just gonna plug it in. I'm about to put in my churro mixture into a piping bag. Make sure you have no air bubbles. I definitely like for when I'm piping things with a star tip or whatever, for it to be super thick, which is perfect for what I'm making right now. I'm not very great at piping, but I hope I do good this time. Oh, that's cool. Oh my God. Now put the knife. Thanks. I poured my cream of tartar, salt, and egg white mixture into my stand-up mixer, and I'm letting it mix on low until foamy. So normally for the recipe it makes 8 larger, thicker ones. I just made a lot of smaller ones. I made mine kind of skinny and small, so I might not be able to poke that kind of hole in there for the stuff to go in, but I could always coat it on the outside. So after your mixture is bubbly, foamy, it said to increase your speed to high. Gradually put in your sugar at a time, a tablespoon at a time is what it said. haven't even added all my sugar yet, and it's looking really good. And I'm gonna pop these in the freezer for 45 minutes. I'm so proud. There. It should form stiff peaks. That's definitely stiff peaks. It said till sugar is completely dissolved, and the sugar is not dissolved yet. This recipe, it's actually not raspberry meringue. But since I'm chef here, I'm making raspberry puree, and then I'm gonna fold it into my mixture. I'm checking this mixture again. It's definitely formed stiff peaks, but I still should sugar in.
Almost too stiff.
It says to add your vanilla, which is 1 teaspoon. You need 6 ounces or 170 grams of raspberries. And then we're gonna 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. My raspberries, my sugar.
You just think it's too much or too little?
Bring to a boil. To like a real boil.
I don't get why people don't like raspberries.
Ah!
Okay.
Straining it so there's no seeds. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to be scraping it, making sure all that juice. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna take it out. I was so surprised at the raspberry puree and like my meringue. I was like screaming. I was so excited. And I'm so excited to see how the meringue will taste with the raspberry and the color of the meringue. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm actually not, so it gets me really scared. This out of the fridge. I'm gonna pour it in. One last time. I wanna lick it, but I can't because it's egg white. Stick it in my piping bag. Okay, this is very gross right now. I love piping, and I'm pretty good at it, I guess. And then close it. Remember, as I said, 225 for 1 whole hour.
So it's been about 45 minutes, and I'm about to take out my little churro things. So this is how they look, and I'm about to fry them in oil, which I've already set on like high heat. I'm gonna try the worst one, which was Allie's. I'm sorry. First, just to see if it's ready, because we don't really have a thermometer. It seems to be working. It's bubbling and stuff. It's working. So our little one, we definitely think is ready by now. It looks great. So I'm gonna put it on paper plate and move on to my next. Oh, it's boiling faster. I'm gonna put like 3 in at a time, I think. These 3 are definitely going a lot faster, probably because that one wasn't, the oil wasn't quite heated up. If you haven't had a churro, you're missing out, baby. Cocoa chicken bottom.
Cocoa what?
Cocoa chicken bottom.
Hashtag tester.
Really good. Well, I think I'm still gonna fill it because I didn't know they were gonna poop up like that. So I just thought that I might like put this in the microwave to like loosen it up a little, and then we could just use it as a dip. I'm making my cinnamon sugar mixture for the churros. Operation Sugar Cinnamon Churro. So I was first planning on putting the Nutella and like poking a hole with a straw and putting the Nutella inside. But then I started doing some and they just started splitting down the middle. So I decided that I would just melt the Nutella and just have it as a little dip on the side.
Those churros were dang good. I'm not that confident right now about winning because I don't even know what my dessert tastes like, so I don't really know.
I want to finish my churros right now.
Pizza break! The oven just beeped. So I turned the timer and the oven off, but a twist. You're gonna have to let those sit in the oven for another hour to let them harden out, even though the oven's not on.
I think the most challenging part of this whole thing was probably trying to like get the churros to be perfect. When you're making things, if you put something wrong or forget to put something at all, it'll mess up the whole recipe. Sadie's meringues do look really good, but for when I have meringues, they tend to be really sweet, and that's not always what you want in a dessert. You kind of want desserts to have different kind of things. So mine are gonna be salty, sweet. They're both desserts, but they're both totally different. One of them is like a Mexican just fried dessert, and the other is, I don't know, some kind of really fancy dessert. And I think that the difference between the desserts will make it a bit harder to judge for the judges, unless one of us is like completely off than the other.
So I decided to take them out of the oven because when I touched one, it's like completely hard, so I feel like they're good.
Yours is harder, but mine is fried, so.
I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm actually drinking my confident drink. If I lose, I'm just gonna shove my face in a puddle of slime. This is my beauty meringue. Tastes like I'm in a cloud. I wish I made more raspberry puree. Judging time!
Hi, I'm the judge, Allie, and I'm trying Sadie's raspberry meringues. This is really delicious. It has a great texture. It has a great sweetness. And it has like a foamy taste to it too, which I really enjoy. Great job, Sadie. I'm trying Amelia's delicious churros. I'm just gonna dive right in, I guess. So this is really delicious. The sauce is perfect. It has the best chocolatey taste. The churros also have a really nice taste. And overall, it's delicious. So they both had about a similar difficulty level. They both had a really pretty presentation, and both of them tasted amazing. So this is gonna be a very hard decision. I am happy to say that Sadie is a winner. I'm solely basing this on how when I tried this dessert, I kept wanting to go back and just eat more. And I think mostly it was because of the simplicity of it. And the other dessert was just a lot richer, a lot more. And so I think it's just more in general that I just liked the meringues better. However, the churros were so good. I think that they both worked really hard, and I'm really proud of them both.
So I won. I won. I'm really happy that I won because I put a lot of effort into this. Go youngest children.
That's just a bad decision because hers was just too sweet. It had a very strange taste and aftertaste. Mine didn't really have anything wrong with it.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Nibbling Siblings.
Bye. Subscribe to the Nibbling Siblings, please.
Eggs on table.
I won, obviously. Hers had a weird taste and it was too sweet.
Okay, do you want me to tell you?
It's me, right?
I'm very sad to say that you're the loser.
How? I have bad taste buds.
They look like baby's butt cheeks with baby powder on them.
Bye. What you doing, Sadie?
Dish duty. Wait, what?
Go.
Hi! We can plant raspberry trees.
Make sure that you have.
Stop! It needs to. And I just spotted an eggshell.
Start spreading like this. You didn't wash your hands? You're disgusting.
I forgot. Stop that.
It's really hot. It's boiling.
I did?
It's coming straight from Mexico, baby.
Careful.